Welcome to KSU Nation, the best K-State and Big 12 podcast out there. I'm Stevie B.
Hey, I'm Kenny G. I'm back.
Dude, we have missed you, man. We have missed you big time. How does it feel to be back on the pod, brother?
It feels good, man. I definitely needed to, definitely needed to take this vacation that I had this last week. I got a lot of really cool things that happened during the week. Basically, if you guys don't know, I went to the studio and because I am a musician, among other things that I do. And so anyway, I took a week off and just went down to Springfield, Missouri. Got to hang out with my good friend Kevin down there, who's a producer, and we did about 4 songs. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got 4 songs completed, and they will be coming out about halfway through the year in 2026. But what happened was that I ended up, releasing music, during that week from music that I did earlier this year. Mm-hmm. So a lot of cool things happened. And, during the week, K-State basketball got a pretty cool win. And then they didn't. Then they lost the next one. So up and down for K-State basketball. And then we'll get into the football game later in this video, as everybody has probably been talking a lot about. I mean, it's all over the internet. It was like one of the best games of the year. And just, there is a lot to go over in that game, but excited for the Cats. I'm disappointed, but at the same time, there's some good and some bad things to go over. And all in all, the Big 12 is looking good. It's looking strong. Arizona's looking great on basketball. I mean, they just took out UConn, which is awesome.
They should be ranked number 1 in the new poll this week.
True. That is absolutely true. So a lot of things to be happy about with the Big 12. As K-State fans, it hurts. It sucks that we've got some rough things going on in the football world, but in the basketball world, there's a lot of hope to be had. Yep. And a lot of excitement behind it. And so there's that, and, Steve, you've had quite the emotional week, watching the Cats, and again, but little shout out to your little hometown high school, making it to state football, 6A state game. It's coming up. What is it? This Saturday
Saturday at 1 p.m. Not 1 a.m. 1 p.m.
That would be amazing.
At Emporia, Manhattan High. Yeah, my alma mater. I went to their game on Friday. They absolutely blitzed Derby. That was pretty cool. But we've talked enough about everything except for the power rankings, which is what everyone comes here for.
Yes.
Our weekly power rankings. We're going to talk about it here. We're going to go 16 to 1, and then we'll do our nation power ranking. So Kenny, you were gone. Here's what everyone said in the nation. Last week they had K-State number 1 because we had a super chat. Texas Tech number 2, BYU 3, and then all the way down the list, you made sure KU was 17, not 16, and then BYU fans made sure that Ton was 15, and I actually agree with that. But Kenny, I think we should get into your power rankings here. You go first, and then I'll go second. You're on the left. I'm on the right. I'm going to zoom in here, of course, so people can, see our list a little bit better. But Kenny, who do you have at number 16 in the Big 12?
I think at this point, our power rankings should pretty much emulate the standings.
Yep.
I know there's still one more week to go, and then the standings will be, obviously solidified at that point with, the results of, the last games of the year, of the season, I mean. But I think it's pretty safe to say Oklahoma State is the worst team in the Big 12. They have not won a single game this season other than a G5 school. Is that right?
FCS,
not even a G5. Okay, so Oklahoma State has to go at number 16. We got to make these. We don't have to do anything. It's the internet, but I feel like we owe it to the viewers to be pretty objective here, Steve. And so,
sorry, I keep moving it, guys. Sorry about that.
You're giving a little some action on the screen while I'm talking. It's good stuff.
Shout out to our only channel member, CR Grand. At the end, it seemed like they turned into
God.
SDC refs and needed a ton to win. Yes, and we will talk about that because Kenny, I don't know if you watched the whole game or not. I implored you to watch not just the highlights, but the whole game to see everything I was talking about. But we will get there, CR Grand. And thank you so much for showing up here. But I love the fan base and the fact that team still shows up and plays. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, and here's something for you. I know this is way out of left field, Steve, but Oklahoma State actually has an amazing cross country team in the men's cross country department. They actually took first place in the 10K, I believe. Their team.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to Oklahoma State.
Okay. Speaking of Oklahoma State, yeah, they're gonna be 16. They haven't won a Big 12 game in like 2 years at this point. But shout out to them. They did put up a fight against K-State. They put up a fight against UCF. It came down to the wire. It would be one of the best games in the Big 12 this past weekend, if not for K-State versus Utah, of course. Came down to a last second field goal, man. And they were so close. Their fans had to be so sad that they lost at the end. But it does feel like they're getting a little bit better throughout the year, but you have to still put them at 16, considering what they've done so far this year and last year, honestly.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Do you want me to just keep rolling here?
Yeah, let's just keep rolling.
All right. I'm going to go Colorado.
Okay. Colorado at 15. And why is that?
Dude, they have just I don't know what it is, but it's like every single game is a disaster for them. They lose games and they lose them big. And it's wild to watch, honestly. What a huge fall off from last year to this year. I mean, we kind of knew that there would be a fall off, but man, oh man, it doesn't look good at all.
No,
at all.
It does not. It does not. And
Yeah.
I'm going to move them up here. I don't think I'm going to have them at 15 because I have someone else at 15. And I do want to say something to Curtis when we get to K-State because someone else was at that game and they sent me a picture. So I want to put up on the screen, but we'll wait till we get to K-State. Okay. I'm going to go UCF at 15. I mean, they've looked pretty bad throughout. Their defense hasn't been horrible, but I mean, they needed a last second field goal to beat the worst team in the Big 12 the last 2 years. They lost 30-3 at Baylor. They did put up a fight against Houston, which we've figured out Houston's not the best. But yeah, I have UCF at 15. I don't think they're very good, honestly.
Well, I mean, in terms of, standings, I mean, you would think that you would have to put them, a little bit higher because, I mean, they've got 2 wins.
Yeah.
2 wins in the conference, that is. They've got 4 wins overall, which is, one more win than Colorado. And Colorado only has 1 conference win. And It's like, if you're judging teams, which I know when you get to K-State, you're going to hit them hard with the whole season matters. Well, if that's what you're judging them from, you got to put Colorado below them because right now Colorado's whole season as a whole is worse than UCF by a mile.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. And I am going to put Colorado at 14. You're right. Their only win this conference season is against Iowa State, and K-State open as 16-point favorites against Colorado on Senior Day this coming Saturday, 11 a.m. at the Bill. I fully expect K-State to play well, and I expect K-State to win the game. 16 might seem like a lot, but Colorado's awful, so specifically on the road. I think the bottom 3 teams are all pretty interchangeable, honestly, except for Oklahoma State. They have to be at 16.
It's funny, Steve, that you mentioned that when they're on the road. Yeah, they haven't won a single game on the road. Neither is UCF, though, but UCF's home record is 5-2, where Colorado's is 3-4. So they don't even have a winning record at home. At least UCF has, 5 wins at home. That's pretty good. The next one for me, again, I'm kind of going more of a standard, rankings at this point. I want to say West Virginia. Now I know, again, West Virginia probably would play better than UCF. I don't even know at this point because they played each other and UCF won. And so you have to account for that. They did play each other. It wasn't that long ago either. And
so who are you going with?
I'm going to go West Virginia. West Virginia is 4-7 overall. So again, UCF is 5-6. One more. They could be a bowl eligible team. I know we look at them like, oh, they barely beat Oklahoma State University. Well, so did K-State, and then they took the third best team in the country or third best team in the conference to a last couple minute drives. And then same thing with Texas Tech. K-State plays teams really close. Even the worst teams, even the worst teams,
they play to their competition, man. They just do.
Yeah, of course. But anyway, so I got to put West Virginia here simply because of the win-loss record. I know this is totally against what I've been doing my rankings like all season long, but at this point, you gotta grade the teams based on their, what they put their report card. This is report card time. We're getting to the last, week of the season. It's report card time. So
I'm assuming you're going UCF at 13 then.
Correct. You have to put them there, even though I would argue that I think KU, you know what? Screw it. I'm putting KU at 13.
Oh boy.
I'm putting KU at 13. Both teams have a 5-6 record. UCF has one more conference loss, and that's because they've played one more conference game than KU. And so, oh wait, sorry. Yeah, no, never mind. Forget what I just said there.
They
have the same. Yeah. They're both 5-6. I'm just being a KU hater at this point. Whatever.
Love it.
So put UCF at 12. All right, and that's as high as I'm gonna ever put them.
I cannot believe that you have them at 12. Dude. You are wild for that.
Okay, they should be at 13, but I'm being a KU hater. Sue me. All right.
I'm gonna go West Virginia.
I just wanted KU to be in the bad tier. Okay, I just wanted them to be in the bad tier.
I totally get it. West Virginia, I have them at 13. They got blown out by KU earlier this year. They did get blown out by UCF as well, but they've played better down the stretch. They barely lost at Arizona State. They beat Colorado. They beat Houston. They put up a good fight against CCU. I feel like they've gotten better throughout the year, but I can't put them any higher than what I have them right there. And then I am going to go KU at 12. I do not think they're going to make a bowl game. They are 5-6 right now, and they play Utah at home this coming weekend. And Utah is going to be mad considering how they played against K-State. Good luck, Jayhawks. They're going to get blown out, in my opinion, at home. But, stranger things have happened. And KU just got blown out at Iowa State. So I think they're going to go 5-7 and miss a bowl game.
It would be pretty wild. I think K-State actually did a pretty insane job against Utah, and we'll get into that later. But their strategy with their run game, doing the A gap, what is it called? The A gap strategy, running game, whatever you want to call it. I think KU could probably take that film and maybe do something with it. I think Utah, that was a pretty emotional senior night win for them. I didn't think that they still have a lot to play for, and KU still has a lot to play for, and it's also going to be KU senior night. So stranger things have happened, like you said. Now, obviously, the smart play is to bet against KU because Utah just looks far and away, on paper, the better team. But human beings are playing in this game, Steve, and the emotional factor does come into play sometimes. And you get a huge emotional win, a comeback win that is, in the last couple minutes of the game at home, senior night. Like KU probably getting pissed. They want to end on a good note. They need to get to a bowl game.
I don't
know. It might happen. We'll find out later this week what we pick.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you just fine.
I cannot hear you.
I can hear you.
You can hear me.
Fine.
Okay.
I can hear you. Yes.
Hold on one second. Let me see if I can fix this.
People in the
You
chat.
keep going. You keep going.
People in the chat, can you hear me? Can you hear me just fine? I don't want to
Okay.
like
All right.
yeah.
I fixed it.
You fixed it. Okay. All right. But anyway,
it was the output. So
it was the output. Okay. So anyway, not to really go crazy here with, the idea of KU possibly beating Utah, but it's just, you have to also consider those factors, those intangible. I don't know. You have to consider that because again, Utah coming off emotional win, traveling, going to KU's pissed, whatever. But anyway, moving on with the rankings here. We spent way too much time on that.
I figured out why it messed for a second. My daughter opened my AirPods and it automatically connected to the computer. So I had to switch it back. Anyways, right. Yeah. What do you got at number 11 in our mid tier?
I'm going to go Baylor. Baylor.
Okay. Let me put them there for you.
Yep. Again, Baylor just doesn't look that great. Not really sure what happened. Did they even play? I think they did, right?
They did.
Was it then that they did play? They I'm trying to remember. Crap, I can't even remember.
They lost to Arizona 41-17.
That's right, dude. God. Dude, okay.
They were winning at halftime 17-14 and they lost 41-17.
you guys have to bear with me here because I'm like I wasn't, I was on vacation, so I didn't keep up with every single game, but I do remember watching Baylor for a half second on the ESPN website, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're losing this game again, dude. Not impressive. Really sad that as a K-State fan, they lost that game. I think that was a turning point in the season for K-State. But again, I don't think they're impressive. They are not what I thought they would be. It's really, really, really crazy.
You had him number 2.
Yeah, I did. I had a lot of faith in their team. Basically, and we'll get to this later, but I had said something about Arizona and Baylor, and we'll talk about it in a second. But I have Baylor here at number 11. I just feel like they are a really bad team right now.
Yeah, and they just announced that they're going to bring back Dave Aranda, and all their fans are pissed right now.
Can't afford to get rid of coaches, man. It's too expensive right now.
No, and he's won a Big 12 championship, so they paid him, and then it has not worked out since. So
yeah.
I still think they have the best quarterback in the Big 12 in terms of active quarterbacks.
Right.
But I also am going to go Baylor here at number 11. Everything you said, they don't have a defense. They had 500 yards of offense against Utah and got blown out by 4 touchdowns. They're up 17-14 against Arizona, and then they get blown out in the second half. They were very, very, very fortunate to be 5-6, considering they should have lost to SMU. They should have lost to K-State. They are very lucky to even be 5-6, like I said. So 11 for me.
Yeah, I got TCU at number 10. And the only reason why is because I've got K-State above them. They went head to head. K-State.
You're gonna put K-State 9?
Yeah, K-State at number 9. 2 purples in the middle. Yeah, I think TCU. They had a very interesting schedule that kind of helped them out a little bit. But when it all boils down to it, I don't think that they were a great team. They did beat Houston, but we were kind of we knew Houston was going to maybe struggle in this back half. I think they played their best game against Arizona State, and then after that they just have looked very, very rough. They lost against West Virginia after that, and so TCU coming in and beating Houston, it was a close game. It came down to a missed field goal that would have sent it into overtime. So I'm not saying that TCU is amazing, but they managed to get that win. I don't know. They're 7-4. It's kind of a bad 7-4 team. They're 4-4 in the conference, same as K-State. K-State's 4-4 in the conference. Actually, let me, as I'm looking here, K-State, TCU, and Iowa State are all 4-4. That's crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy. And I agree with you in terms of your spots there. I think TCU is not very good either. They don't have a good defense. I think their quarterback is overrated.
Yeah.
In case they beat them. Should we get into our thoughts on the K-State Utah game? I think we should give like just a little bit and then save our bigger thoughts for the end, maybe.
K-State, they
game of the year in the Big 12.
Yeah, my thoughts are this. I think the coaching staff did an amazing job of making this game important for the players, and you saw that on the field. They were fighting despite the fact that K-State has literally some of their best weapons unavailable. And they played well. They played really, really well. It just wasn't enough at the end. They played a really, really tough team on the road. And I know a lot of people are going to say what they're going to say about the officiating, what they're going to say about, play calling, the coaching staff. Look, man, I'm proud of the Cats, man. I was expecting a complete blowout. And what we got was a close game against a very good team at their home field. It sucks that we didn't win, and we had the opportunity to win multiple opportunities and it didn't happen. But at the same time, I'm still proud of the Cats. I think they didn't lay down, and I think that they did the best they could with what they had. So, and I'll say this, I think Matt Wells being in the box is a good idea.
Yeah, I believe everyone's going to come back. If anything, I think they need a new receiver coach. I don't know if anyone else, maybe special teams. Those special teams has kind of cleaned it up the last couple of games. So, but I'll give a couple thoughts and then we'll move on here, and we'll save the rest of that for the end.
Yeah.
K-State played a great game. We all thought they'd get blown out. They did not. They broke all sorts of records. I mean, anything you could think of, rushing yards in a game, rushing yards given up for Utah in a game. Joe Jackson individual. He broke Darren Sproles' record. He broke Darren Sproles' single game record. Wild. O-line best game of their season. Matt Wells, best play calling of the season. Though I still have a couple nitpicky things. When K-State had to settle for a field goal, he passed it 2 out of 3 times when K-State was gashing them. That last drive when we needed to just get one first down and the game was over, he again passed it 2 out of 3 times. But I mean, when you score 47 points, it's not your fault you lose. And you have one turnover and it's on the last drive when you're trying to go win the game. It's not the offense's fault that they lost that game. It's just not. The defense won the game the week before. They lost the game this week. Did they get help from the officials? Abso-freaking-lutely. And I'll talk more about that at the end. But K-State had, like you said, had every opportunity to win this game and they didn't. And it would have been a great springboard into next year. Unfortunately, they didn't get it done. And it sucks.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. I think moving on here, number 8, I'm kind of just going with my more, report card analysis here. Got to put Iowa State here. Has the head-to-head over K-State, even though it happened an eternity ago. They still beat K-State at the beginning of the year, which basically set this entire K-State season into a downward spiral, or just a roller coaster for that matter. And then after that, this might be shocking to you, Steve, but I'm going to put Cincinnati here.
It's not shocking to me at all.
Okay. You and I have been kind of hitting the, the fraud alert button on this team for a bit. Kind of reared its ugly head again yesterday.
Yeah.
That's, what is that? 2 losses in a row against teams that are very, very good. And we knew that was going to be a problem for this team. Like that, hey, you guys did a really good job of beating up a lot of guys in the lower, lower part of the power rankings. But when it came time for you to play against, one of the big 3 or any of the big 3 in the Big 12 this year, you've not done a really good job. In fact, it's looked really bad. So,
yeah. I agree with everything you said there. And we talked about how there was going to be some 7-1 teams that fall off at the end of the season. And we thought it would be Cincinnati, and we were right. They played a couple tough games back to back and they lost both. I mean, and one of them in blowout fashion. So I'm not shocked at all here. In fact, I would even I think that Cincinnati is closer to like KU and K-State and the bottom half of the Big 12 than they are the top. Even though I have them at 7, I just think that they're not as good as the record is.
They got a 3-game loss streak, Steve.
Yeah.
They are right now, their record, and I'm just answering Jeff Gardner's post here. He's like, Cincinnati behind Houston. Well, Houston's 8-3, Cincinnati's 7-4.
Yep.
They've got the same record in conference play, but not only is Houston got a better overall record, but they're also ranked in the top 25. They're 23.
They have a terrible defensive line and a terrible defense, and they cannot and will not make field goals, and they cannot beat any good teams.
Not only that, but like in terms of what's kind of cool. Well, they've allowed less points overall. Okay, Houston, I'll give you this. Sorsby is really good. This was a great year for him. Yeah. And I think he's actually, you could say he's an NFL quarterback, just the way he's built. Yeah. His grit, he kind of reminds me of Josh Allen a little bit. When you watch him play, you're like, okay, he's got some of the same qualities, where he's like a gamer. And I like that about him. I think it's great. I think he will definitely get picked up by a team. But I think as a whole, like Houston and their defense, they're just a more balanced team, in my opinion. If I had to put it together like that, I just think they're a more balanced team. And then I'll say this: number 6, Arizona, man. Yeah, this is what I was going to say. Agreed. This is what I was going to say, Steve. Arizona this year is Baylor last year. I told you this last night. They are the Baylor of last year, where they came out and they lost some close games. The BYU game, Baylor against Colorado last year,
Houston, Arizona this year.
Right. And then all of a sudden they're starting to like win games and win them in very convincing manner. So I really like the Arizona Wildcats, man. They actually look pretty good. Now, Fafita, a little shaky, but their defense is pretty good, man.
Their defense is good. Their defense is pretty good this year,
which is not what I would have expected. I mean, I had them dead last in the power rankings at the beginning of the year. I thought their coach, I can't think of his name,
Brennan.
Brett Brennan. I was like, he's checked out. It was a bad call to have him as the head coach. He came back and he proved everybody wrong. And I think that game against Arizona State next week is going to be really, really fun.
The Territorial Cup. What a name.
Yep.
Yeah, Arizona is looking better every single week. I agree. They take on ASU next week. It's going to be a great game. Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I have him at 6 as well. I mean, Fafita, you said he's been dude, he's got 2,600 yards, 28 total TDs, only 5 interceptions. He has been sacked 26 times. That's quite a bit.
Check this out, Steve. Remember what I just told you about Baylor and last year, when they lost their first couple games and then they went on a crazy winning streak. Arizona right now is on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah. I believe it.
That's tied for the most in the conference with the Utah Utes and Texas Tech.
I like it. And yeah, in those wins, 52-17. 24-20, 30-24, and 41-17. So they won some close games and they won some blowouts as well.
Yeah. So shout out to Arizona for, turning your season into, it must watch football. I mean, they are a fun team to watch right now. They're playing solid football, man, which is, look, say what you want. Maybe I was being a bit of a hater at the beginning of the season, but judging what I saw from last year, and then you lose one of the best receivers I've ever seen. I'm like, how much better are they going to even be?
Yeah.
Well, they proved me wrong. They proved me wrong, and I am happy to be proven wrong. I mean, I want teams to, I want teams to be good in this league. And so, yeah, next up, We got the Houston Cougars. Now they're above Arizona.
Oh, I need to change your name. I just realized I left it as standings.
Yeah, I'll be standings for now. They've got basically the same exact record, 5-3, 8-3 overall. But here's what's crazy, Steve. Guess what the away record is for Houston?
What is it?
5-0. They're 5-0 away, and
Why is
they're
it-
3-3 at home.
Oh, what's going on here?
Houston is a good away team. And you know why? You know why they are, Steve? What have we talked about Houston and why they're so good? It's their defense. And what does everybody know about defense? Defense travels.
Defense wins championships. Sorry, guys. Something's going on here. I have to reshare this. Give me just a minute, okay?
Well, not that defense just wins championships, but also defense travels. And yes, home field disadvantage. Shout out Alim. Okay. Yeah. Houston is 3-3 at home. They're 5-0 away. That's pretty amazing. They're 8-3 overall. And dude, again, Willie Fritz has this team humming, dude. And I think that they deserve to be at the number 5 spot. They've done amazing work this season. They beat Arizona State. They were up there they had the chance, dude. They had a chance to make it to the conference championship game. They had a chance, but they blew it. They had a really tough schedule there at the back half, and you see what happened. They lost to Texas Tech, so they had them on their schedule. All in all, I'm really happy with this Cougars team, the Houston Cougars, that is. And I think Willie Fritz has done a fantastic job. What an amazing hire. Houston, the only thing that Houston needs to do is get behind their dang football team. The fans need to start rallying behind this team and showing up at their stadium. They've got a good football team. It's not just a basketball school. They need to start getting support from their fan base, please.
Agreed. Absolutely. I mean, when you have that many, what is it, like 6 million people or whatever it is, like I think they're the biggest market in the entire Big 12, and you can't get people to show up. I mean, I don't know what their enrollment is. Let me look it up real quick. It's got to be crazy high. I want to say it's like second or third, 49,000 kids, 49,000 students. That's 2.5 times as much as K-State, and K-State can fill our stadium, but Houston can't. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. I agree with everything you said. They're way ahead of schedule right now. I love Willie Fritz. I think their offense has got to get better, and it has gotten better, but it's still not championship level yet. That's why they're in a good tier, not the contenders tier. Moving on to the contenders tier, Kenny.
Right. All of these teams could actually, I don't know if Utah can, maybe they can.
They can
get in. Okay. I know that there's the what?
4 teams have to lose for them to get in, and they have to win.
That's crazy, dude. Okay. I know that Arizona State has a pretty good chance of getting in just if Utah loses or if BYU loses.
Yes.
If BYU somehow loses, then Arizona can get in. That win over Texas Tech is freaking crazy. So Arizona State is going to be my number 4 team just because they don't have Sam Levitt. It's such a bummer. Is
good, though. Sims is good. He's just not great.
He's not a superstar. And they do just enough. Arizona State on a 3-game winning streak. They're 5-1 at home, 3-2 away. They're 6-2 in conference play, Steve. And
they were losing at halftime at Colorado, by the way.
They were, but good teams are able to rally. And get it done.
And they did.
Yes.
And they destroyed Colorado.
They absolutely just put their foot on their neck, on Colorado's neck, and just destroyed them. The game against Arizona is going to be very, very entertaining. Is it at Tucson or is it in?
It's in Tempe.
It's in Tempe. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, there might be.
That's gonna be a fun game.
Very, very fun game. Desert Devil. Definitely would like to see what he has to say about that. But yeah, Arizona Sun Devils, they had a great year despite the injuries and I mean, it was very close in a lot of these early games, and they managed to pull out a lot of really close wins. I mean, and they're still the only team that beat Texas Tech. So you gotta give them props, man. I mean,
Yep.
for being defending conference champions without Cam Scatteroo,
And
they did pretty good.
And without Jordan Tyson for basically half of the season.
And now Sam Levitt's out. I mean, they have. That's how you know that Kenny Dillingham has turned this into. It wasn't a fluke. That this is actually a solid program, and they're here to stay.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited for this team, man. I'm excited for the future of this team.
Yeah, and shout out Raleek Brown, 1,000 rushing yards on the season. A guy that gets overlooked, honestly. Like, if you were talking about Arizona State and like their stars and who their good players are, I don't think anyone would mention Raleek Brown, because you got, obviously Sam Levitt, Jordan Tyson, Chaman Matire, and then you would talk about Raleek Brown, man. Shout out to him, man. 173 carries for 1,000 yards.
He had big shoes to fill, Steve. I mean,
big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill.
Yeah, big shoes to fill.
They play Friday nights at 8:00.
I hate that, by the way.
I do hate Friday night games, but also at the same time, it's kind of nice to throw on something on the old TV when you're just chilling at home. So
yeah, a little Black Friday football action never hurt anybody.
Nope.
Okay, Steve, I think it's pretty obvious what we're doing here. 1, 2, 3's got to go. Texas Tech, BYU, and Utah. It's been the story for the last 3 weeks now, or 4, basically ever since Texas Tech BYU game. And even before that, it was still these 3 teams.
A lot of red and blue in the top 6.
Right.
It was actually.
Yeah. It was just, until the BYU Texas Tech game, it was BYU, Texas Tech, Utah, basically almost the whole season. And then they played, and then Texas Tech took that first place position. And the top 2 teams are what you're looking at potentially for the Big 12 Conference Championship game, which you and I had called, gosh, I want to say it was like 4 or 5 weeks ago. We were like, it's probably going to be BYU, Texas Tech.
Yep.
Unless there was a shocker of like K-State beating Texas Tech and then winning out. And then, that would have been the craziest thing. As soon as K-State lost, it's like, okay, Texas Tech, BYU, that's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
And honestly, you know what? Congratulations to the top 4 teams have just played amazingly, but I really do believe
they've separated themselves. They have 100% separated themselves here in the Big 12.
Exactly. A healthy Arizona State team there wouldn't be a gap between Utah and Arizona State if they had all their players healthy. It would be those 4 and then a pretty sizable gap between the next 5, 6, 7, all those, because those top 4 teams, yeah, right. Those top 4 teams are the contenders for sure, without question. And then it's everybody else. And so shout out to those guys. Obviously everybody's had a chance to kind of, see our rankings and sort of, figure out if they agree, disagree, but we're going to get into their picks too. But if you want to, I guess, talk about Texas Tech, BYU, and Utah, I think
it's what's best for the Big 12 is that both Texas Tech and BYU win this next week. It kind of felt like Brett Yormark was maybe sliding $1,000 to the refs at the old Utah K-State game. It really did feel that way, and I'll talk more about it later. But man, like, I've never seen a game felt like it was so fixed in my entire life. But yeah, I think Texas Tech is the clear. I think Texas Tech, if they win against West Virginia this week on the road, I think they're in regardless of what happens in the Big 12 title game. I think BYU, if they beat UCF, I also think they're in. But they're a little more questionable than Texas Tech, even though they have the same record. I just think if you looked at like the stats and analytics, I think Texas Tech is clearly the better team. And I think people see it that way. And I think that they have a better resume. But I think BYU's resume is better than like half of the teams that already have saying they're in no matter what. So I think the Big 12 is getting way overlooked right now in terms of the CFPs. I think Utah could get in. I don't think they will. I think 2 Big 12 teams is probably the max. I don't know. I think the top 4 is definitely the best top 4 that the Big 12 is seeing here in a while. So,
Can I say something, Steve?
go ahead, man.
So both BYU and Texas Tech are undefeated at home, and they've gotten one loss in their away game. Okay, because they've only got one loss each, right?
Yep.
BYU is 5-0 at home and 5-1 away. Texas Tech has played 7 home games and 4 away games. So they're 3-1. Yeah, 3-1 and 7-0, right? So right now, you would say, okay, well, BYU, they've had to play, obviously they played, 2 more away games than Texas Tech, making it a little bit harder. But, both teams are undefeated at home. It's a toss up, right? Like we saw the head-to-head game, but it was in Texas Tech at a neutral field. What's it going to look?
I'm excited for it, man. Dude,
Right?
I want to say Texas Tech fans are already buying up all the tickets to Arlington.
Yeah. Right. I mean, they have to. They've built up so much freaking confidence in this team, and
the vibe around that team is insane.
Yeah, and I'm happy for them, dude. It's almost been what, 30 years?
30 years they've been in a conference for 30 years and never won it. Yeah, you're right.
It's about damn time. You know what I mean? It's about damn time. Now, I think BYU winning the conference championship game would be incredible for them. They have always been a team that has been so good and just disrespected along the way. I've watched all the history videos of BYU, like getting snubbed here and there. And, when they were independent, like they were getting snubbed again in that era because, these teams had to have conference championships and blah, blah, blah. And then like BYU over here undefeated or whatever, and they can't get into, the BCS or whatever. It's been a wild ride for both of these teams, and both of these teams deserve it. They have amazing fan bases. BYU, did you hear what happened with BYU, Steve, when they went to Cincinnati? They went and donated a ton of food to Cincinnati's like food donation thing or whatever.
I did not know that.
Dude, that's I love BYU and what they stand for and their community efforts and just how they like literally, I can't remember the exact article, but I saw it was like Cincinnati has some sort of community like bread basket, something, and BYU donated a ton to that. And it's not even their state, not their college. They just did it because they want to be a part of something like that. And that's super cool. So I love the BYU college, but I want Texas Tech, who has been in this conference for so damn long, to finally get a conference championship under their belt. They deserve it. Their fan base has been dying for this to happen.
Dying for it, dude.
Dying for it. And there have been so many amazing players that have come out of this program. It would be unbelievable for them to be able to have a championship title for their college, man. They and it really just, Joey McGuire, great coach. I mean, just everything about them. I salute them. Amazing job this season, and I really hope that they make it far in the CFP.
Yeah, I just want to say a couple things about that, and then we'll move on here and do the nation rankings. You know how many conference titles Texas Tech has in the last 70 years? Just take a guess.
Is it none?
2. They have 2 in the last 70 years. The last one they had was in 1994 when they went 6-6, but they still won their conference because it was a Southwest Conference. And then they won one in like the 70s or whatever. Yeah, K-State has more Big 12 titles in the last 25 years than Texas Tech does in the last 70. So that's wild. In terms of BYU, they kind of remind me of like K-State in like the late 90s, early 2000s, like right before they finally won a Big 12 title. Like always really, really, really good, always near the top, great teams, just haven't found a way to like be at the top of the mountain yet, which is kind of ironic because they have mountains everywhere there. I think BYU is really good. I think they'll give Texas Tech a great game, and I cannot wait to see it as long as it happens. We'll see what happens there, but there should be some snow Saturday morning in Provo for BYU versus UCF. So that'll be wild. Okay, Kenny, should we do our nation rankings now?
Yeah. Just a reminder, guys, we kind of have this like little voting thing going on. We're just going to go from the bottom all the way to the top. We'll get one nominee and then 2 votes after that, and then that'll lock it in. If you want to assure a team makes it in a specific slot, hit that $ and tell us where you want that team to be. And we're going to start with number 16. Who do we have? We want to hear the nation's voice here. We want the nation to speak up and tell us the actual rankings. Because, look, my rankings, Stevie B's rankings, you guys don't care about that.
We got 2 votes for Utah at 16. We need one more to lock it in.
We got to.
I love it. I love it. And I'll tell you what, I want to show a picture that was sent to us by Curtis Heidel as we're talking about Utah and all of that. He went to the game this past weekend for K-State versus Utah, and he sent me a picture, or sent us a picture. I'm sorry to say, I don't know why I keep leaving you out of this.
We got CR Grand.
Oh, shout out CR Grand, baby, locking it in.
He locks it in. He locks in ton at number 16. W's in the chat. W's in the chat.
That's amazing, dude. Shout out CR Grand, our only channel member. If you guys want to join him and join the nation, click that join button below. Shout out to you, sir, for helping us out so much. You've been amazing, dude.
Yes.
We really appreciate it.
This dude makes Chuck Norris look like a bitch.
Yeah, they 100% needed the refs to win that game. 100% needed the refs to win that game.
Yep.
And I'm going to show off this picture really quick as we move on to our number 16. Or number 15, I should say. Yeah. So we had a subscriber send us a picture, emailed us a picture of his time. That is him and his family at the Utah K-State game. Shout out to Curtis Heidel, baby. That's what's up, kids.
That's fantastic. You love to see it. You love to see the K-State fans when they travel.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, we got Oklahoma State at number 15 so far. We got Ton at 17, 15. We got another Oklahoma State. That's
we need
2
one
right
more
now.
We need one more to lock it in.
We do need one more to lock in Oklahoma State at 15. And there it is.
There it is. Okay.
Okay, Jacob with the solidifying vote. Oklahoma State at number 15. The nation has spoken.
There we go.
And now we're moving to number 14. Crazy, how we could talk a little bit about the about how the season overall, Steve, Colorado at number 14. We got 1 vote there. When I thought about this season in its entirety, I was thinking, Colorado would have a fall off, but I had no idea it would be this bad. Oklahoma State, despite the fact that, they've lost their head coach, they've basically had all of their starters basically cash it in. They have still, even though they haven't won a game, they have made these games close. They've kept fighting. There's still a little bit of pride out there for those players on the team. And even though they just don't have like the guys to really bring home a win, I still commend the fan base for showing up, and I commend the players for, still trying to win and still fighting. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's one of those things that you just can't buy with money, is want to, pride, the will to win, to work hard. And, I really hope that they get a good coach. I think they, after these last 2 years, Steve, they deserve to get a solid coach. I mean, my goodness,
Yeah. Yeah. I see. I agree. Who do you guys got at 14? Who you guys got at 14? And shout out to 8 Lug, Curtis Heidel. He said he's going to chat. He would chat more, but he's 2.5 hours away from home, still driving back from Salt Lake City.
So we got Colorado, UCF, kind of going back and forth here.
Two each. We need one more for the deciding vote on who is 14. I'm assuming the other will be 13.
Right.
Right. I mean, dude, I heard nothing but negative things about the Utah fans. Colorado.
Really?
Colorado already.
Okay. Colorado getting slammed in at number 14. And then I guess by proxy, we're putting UCF at number 13. Now,
Yep.
Here's the question. Are we going to have West Virginia or KU at
Or
number
Baylor.
12?
Or
I
Baylor.
guess you could put Baylor there. Yeah. West Virginia, though, I mean, despite the fact that they have been such a a fun team, here and there, another team that seems to have the right attitude, despite the fact them not playing the best. This is definitely a rebuild year. We got 1 vote for KU, 1 vote for Baylor, actually. Holy smokes.
Love it. Love it. It's power rankings and they be folding. Yep. KU and West Virginia played well the last few weeks. Did they though? KU just lost by 24.
Yeah. If there's any bright side to last week as a K-State fan, it's the possibility that KU may not make it.
They're not making a bowl game. I already
a bowl
They're
game.
not making a bowl game, dude.
There's still a chance, Steve. There's still a QB punt off of a helmet chance.
See, you're telling me there's a chance. I mean, maybe. I mean,
just ask BYU. Just ask BYU.
Does Utah have 2 bad games in a row? I don't see them giving up 400 rushing yards in back-to-back games. I'll just say that.
I will say.
Which, by the way, their quarterback, dude, he was had some horrible passes. Then he was dropping dimes. It was wild to see, dude. It was wild.
Yeah.
Okay, who you guys got at 12 here? We're gonna go KU. We're gonna go Baylor, West Virginia.
KU, West Virginia, Baylor.
Who do we have here?
This is also, while you're waiting, be sure to hit the like button.
Also,
seconds. We got another KU out there.
Also, the next time you guys come to Manhattan, make sure you guys check out the East Side Chipotle. I went there yesterday.
I went there today.
Delicious.
Yes.
Delicious.
It was fantastic. All right. So now we've got a 1 vote for Baylor and 1 vote for West Virginia here at the 11 spot. KU took number 12. We're really needing we got 2 for Baylor now.
Yep.
2 for Baylor. I am shocked to see West Virginia climbing these rankings right now. But the nation knows something that we don't, Steve.
They're playing better down the stretch, man. They just are.
Yep. There is more heart in the West Virginia locker room than there are in any of these other schools that are being called out right now. We got Baylor.
Oh, West Virginia.
We got a West Virginia.
I guess we got Baylor next. Okay, we'll go Baylor and then we'll go West Virginia. How about that?
Yeah, Baylor, West Virginia. Okay, now we're getting to the meat and potatoes of
what is happening here. Who's next? West Virginia.
West Virginia. Okay. All right.
There we go. Okay, who do we have at number 9? Is it K-State, Iowa State, or Cincinnati?
Or TCU.
Or TCU.
Where are the purple teams going, Steve? Where are which, by the way,
we have a vote for K-State. We have a vote for Houston.
Yikes.
K-State almost beat Utah, man.
And they almost beat
They should have beaten Utah. Let's be honest. They should have beaten Utah.
Should have.
We have 2 votes for K-State.
Okay. 2 votes for K-State.
We need a K-State fan to step up here, throw in some money to make sure they're number 1.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, you got
We have
Houston again.
We have,
Another Houston.
okay, so is it K-State, Houston, or someone else? We need one more decisive vote.
Holy smokes. This is a nail biter. Oh, man.
It's like the K-State basketball game on Friday and a K-State football game on Saturday, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, Houston. Okay.
Okay,
all right.
he switches his vote. He went back to
Okay.
the ballot box and pulled out his ballot.
Yep.
And
Okay,
switched it.
we'll go Houston at number 9. We have 2 votes for K-State at number 8. Do we just slide him there, or are we going to go with Iowa
Possibly.
State?
We got TCU, Iowa State, K-State.
Yep.
The nation is.
We have a vote for Houston. Okay, not Houston.
We got
TCU.
TCU. Okay, we got.
Okay, we got to put K-State at number 8. CR Grand was a deciding vote.
K-State. Okay, so we got K-State here, and then we've got TCU for number 7 at the moment.
Yep.
I mean, how high can you put a 5 and 6 team on? You know, like seriously.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But Kenny, like I was telling you, man, every player that ran the ball or caught a pass on Saturday was an underclassman, and almost all of the playmakers for K-State on offense and defense, they're all underclassmen, almost all of them. So
also, you know, I really want, and I've said this to you before, and it's not just me, it's a lot of people in the K-State community have been really have this like really big outcry to have K-State commit to a lavender color scheme.
Yep.
We feel like it is actually a untapped marketing that nobody else in the country that is a purple team is doing that. And it would just be, it's just literally like there for the taking. And we haven't pulled the trigger on it. I don't know why. I don't get it. Everybody seems to like, all the fans seem to like the lavender color.
Yeah.
I just don't get it, man. It's what a waste of potential that we could have, you know, just to make things fun, you know. I don't know.
Okay, while you were talking, they went TCU and then Iowa State.
We got a super chat.
No way, dude.
8 lug.
A $20 super chat.
Yeah.
Baby. Let's go. Let's go. K-State number 1.
That is how it's done.
That is how it's done.
The
baby.
Nation has spoken.
And if you don't like it, you got to up it. If you don't like it, you got to up that $20.
You got to up the wow. Huge W's in the chat for A-Lug.
Dude, Curtis Heidel, 8 lug. Dude, you are an impressive individual.
He could have had an 8 months worth of membership subscription. He goes, no. I'm just going to make sure that K-State's number 1 for this week.
The runningest team that ever ran the ball. The runningest team to ever run the ball. That's amazing.
We will get into that. We will get into that later because we're going to talk a little bit of K-State for those K-State fans. There is like, do you know that Joe Jackson right now as an individual has the most amount of yards accumulated by any singular offensive player in the nation this year in college football?
You mean like running and receiving?
I believe so. That's a stat I saw.
That cannot be right.
I'm not joking, dude. That's what I saw.
700. Okay, well, you mean this past weekend then? It has to be
it's either this weekend or the whole year. I think I read that right. Guys,
there's no way. There's no way.
Chat, please go. We got a lot of Cincinnati here.
We'll put Cincinnati at 6.
Fact check me. I saw the article and I correct me if I'm wrong.
I think you are wrong.
All right, man.
120 receiving yards, 769 rushing yards. There's no way that's number 1. It has to be by a single game. It has to be the single game.
No,
because Raleek Brown.
I'm saying out of all the games, though. I'm saying the single game out of all the games.
Oh, you mean okay? So this past weekend, his 293 rushing is the highest of the year.
From any singular individual out of any game. Yes.
Okay.
That's what I meant to say.
That I agree with.
Yes, I'm not saying no, of course not. Like he wasn't even starting some of those games.
Okay, we have Arizona. 2 votes for Arizona at 5. Dude, shout out again, freaking 8 lug with a $20 super chat to make sure K-State, our hometown team here, where I got 2 degrees from. I'm giving 1 to Kenny, so we have 1 each to make sure they're number 1 on our power rankings list, dude.
That is amazing.
Amazing.
8 lug deserves a neck massage from a beautiful woman.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Okay. Arizona at 5.
Or a man if he prefers more of like a manlier touch.
I mean, this appears to be a family photo, so I assume, I mean, worse things have occurred when you assume things, but
I'm just saying, like he might prefer a manlier touch on his shoulders,
I mean, I do prefer. I need some, some muscle in there to get because my traps are killing me. So, but I do elbow into it. I do prefer a female touch. I do prefer a female touch.
Right. Okay.
We're in a top 3. So we have Arizona State left, BYU, and Texas Tech to slide into the 4, 3, and 2 spots.
All right.
ASU.
Getting to the nitty gritty here.
Okay.
Well, that was easy. ASU is the only team. The only team that and Baylor. ASU and Baylor are the only team
that we all agree on.
Completely agree on.
BYU 3, Texas Tech 2, Tech 3, Tech 3, Baylor, BYU 2.
Ooh. Here we go.
We have the next one's going to let us know who's number 2 behind K-State.
We'll see.
We're
still waiting.
We're still waiting. We have 2 votes. We have 2 votes for.
We are on the edge of our seats.
We are.
You could cut the suspense with a knife, Steve.
It's like butter. Let's go. Well, okay. Didn't you already voted?
He did not.
He did too. Right here. Back to back. He voted twice.
Okay, so we got Tech 3. We need one more, right?
We need one more from someone other than Jacoby and CR Grand. Okay.
He changed.
Texas Tech will be number 3 in our Big 12 power rankings. And BYU will be 2. So BYU, Arizona State, and Baylor are the only ones that we all agree on in terms of their slots.
I mean, look, Steve.
That's a great spot to be in, right below K-State. I mean, I think that's a great spot for BYU.
Clearly, the nation understands something that we don't, and I appreciate it. As a K-State fan, this is fantastic. Amazing. Would not have it any other way. But
different name coming in. Vote Texas Tech 3. Oh shoot! Amazing. Krager. I know that's your name. So that's our Big 12 power rankings and the nation ranking. Shout out again to CR Grand for making sure Ton is 16. And to, of course, I'm going to pull up here one more time. Curtis Heidel, 8 lug. K-State is number 1.
We have a bit of a bidding war, Steve.
Oh,
a bit of a bidding war.
Okay.
We have to share it. We put it right next to the nation. Put it right next to it. There we go. And then just put Gap. Like just put Mariana's Trench in there.
Because right now they both have sent $20 to make sure their team is number 1. That's amazing.
Look, if the AP poll can share, ranking status, then so can we. Yes. At this point, it is shared until otherwise.
We got to vote. We could vote on here.
We
okay. All right. Well, we have been upped. We have been 1-upped. BYU is now number 1. K-State is number 2.
Holy smokes. Okay. CR Grand.
Props to you. Props to you.
I see you, man. I see you. Okay. Fantastic
Dude,
work.
that's amazing. That is amazing.
The nation has spoken.
Holy smokes, dude. You guys are amazing. You guys are
I
amazing.
respect the nation so much and look,
W's across the board here. W's across the board.
Huge W's across the board, guys.
You guys
if you are in this giving mood, which I'm loving the giving mood that you are bringing, this is partly why I want BYU to win the conference championship. Could you imagine the amount of members we will get out of just sheer gratitude?
Oh, we are 100% doing a breakdown of that game like we normally would for K-State, but for the Big 12 title game. We will most likely be live streaming it as we watch it, just like we did last time.
Yes, of course.
So
we got another.
Oh my gosh, BYU all in lowercase.
Okay. Hey.
Okay, so he outbid him. They say it's now number 1 again.
Oh,
and
this is crazy.
We want BYU all in lowercase.
Oh man.
That is amazing, dude.
That is that is fantastic.
Dude. That is amazing. Oh my gosh.
That is absolutely incredible. Shout out 8Lug for the very creative super chat.
That is awesome.
I can't believe I never even thought of something like that. I need to do that for KU. I just need to put like maybe just like K or something like that in lowercase.
Dude, smart, because I feel like now is a good time. Either now or like 2 days before the game are the best times to buy it. But if you're going to be trying to buy it,
oh my god,
or BYU fans are trying to buy it, like then that's another time that
what
could be difficult. Oh
what is going on right now, Steve?
Oh my gosh, dude.
They are just
we have a bidding war here. Bidding war.
They are wanting to guarantee that their team makes. Now I think BYU is still in lowercase until otherwise. But what is this? All organs? Am I reading that right?
All organs. All uppercase. That is okay. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Autocorrect. I get it. Yeah. I switched it back.
Hey, Jeff Gardner is really making sure BYU takes this first place spot.
Dude, we're at $32 to make sure BYU is number 1.
That's correct. Yes. Look,
typing while driving, you're awesome.
I'm a BYU fan and they're having the season that they're having, I do the same thing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, and if I'm a K-State fan, I'm going to try to like big up my team too, man, because they need it right now. Team's hurting bad.
It is hurting bad. Hurting bad. And I want to, I'll leave this up here another couple minutes just to see if anyone else decides to outbid anyone.
Yes.
But
I will say this, I appreciate it because the K-State fans need something like this,
Yep.
Up in my spirit.
Oh my God, dude.
Holy crap. 8Lug.
First and second.
He's dropping the dude. That means we got to move BYU all the way down to third place.
Oh my God, dude.
That is a massive W in the chat.
Holy
hold on.
Crap,
I'm literally going to spell this out. Massive W in the chat.
Oh my God, dude. 8Lug, you are amazing, brother. Holy cow, man. It's like you just bought us a ticket to a football game, dude.
Seriously.
My goodness, man.
8Lug, I don't know if you know this, but he's actually a legend.
He's a legend.
Yes. I wish I knew.
8Lug, don't make me go to 100.
You won't. We
appreciate it. How cheap are your tickets? I don't know. I'm 38 years old, but my parents still get season tickets. So I use theirs, and then I get a pass to the game. Legend status, 100%, dude. Holy crap! Holy crap! This is the guy that just sent us $50. This is him and his family.
Yes,
dude.
I think with that kind of a super
what
chat,
a guy.
if that kind of super chat, I think, Steve, we need to do a little bit of glazing for 8Lug. Okay.
Oh, 100%.
A little bit of.
Oh
my
God, dude. No way. No way. No way.
Okay.
Dude.
Okay. Here's what's going to happen, Steve.
BYU 1 through 16.
And then we gotta put the teams from 17 down now. Holy smokes. Here's what's gonna happen, Steve. We are going to do a glazing session for both of these gents right now. Okay. We have got
I have to scroll
down. we out of respect to Jeff, we also have to show a picture of him or something. We got to put like a BYU logo up or something. So BYU takes every single slot in the power rankings, moving every team out of the power rankings. Okay, here I was just about to say 8Lug gets a little bit of a glazing session here, which Gravity listens to everyone, but 8Lug negotiates. Okay.
I forgot to put it back on the screen.
He doesn't follow the grid. Or sorry, he doesn't follow the grind. The grind sets its alarm to keep up with 8Lug. But now I gotta do a little bit of a glazing section. A little bit of a glazing session for the one and the only Jeff Gardner.
Dude, look at this. Look at this.
That is pure domination. Look, the
not
nation,
1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1 through 16, dude. Oh my gosh, man.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Not only do they donate over 30,000 pounds of food, Jeff Gardner's over here. He's just dropping money to make sure his team is recognized as not only the best team, but all the teams in the Big 12.
I already paid $4,000 for tickets and flights to Arlington. So what's $100 more? Dude, yes.
Wow.
Yes. Oh, you're right. You're right. K-State should be on there twice. You are right. Let me move everyone down one. I have to scroll down. I have to
that
scroll
is
down.
correct. Yep, you have to do a little bit of an. While you do that, I'm gonna go into the Jeff Gardner glazing some more. Here we go. Jeff Gardner's handshake has been classified as a natural energy source. That's me. Jeff Gardner doesn't brag. Reality just does it for him. Okay, we're gonna keep this going. He's so strong. The word effort took itself out of the dictionary.
Okay, please put KSU 2. Okay, all right, we'll do it. Okay, you said 1 through 16, but just since you said that, I will abide by what you said. Dude, this has been unreal. I did not expect this at all. I'm not gonna lie.
Check this out. Jeff Gardner wasn't bitten by a radioactive spider. The spider asked politely if it could borrow some of his power first. That's for all you comic nerds out there. That's for all you. Now I'm going to go back to 8Lug. Okay. I'm going to go back to 8Lug.
I put in there, K-State times 2 and BYU times 16.
8Lug. Thor swings a hammer, but 8Lug swings destiny.
Oh,
there you go. That's for all you comic book nerds. Honestly, a successful glazing session for both of these guys that deserve it more than anything. I hope you guys get kissed by a beautiful woman or a man if you swing that way. I don't know. I'm not gonna assume either way. I'm not gonna assume. But man, oh man, wait, hold on a second. Wait, Steve, what happened to the power rankings?
What do you mean?
What happened to the rankings?
They're there. He said to put K-State 2.
But what? Oh, okay. So he retracted his 1 through 16. Oh, you just did X16.
Yes, that's what I did.
Gotcha. I got you. It looked funnier though with BYU at
Dude,
all the levels.
I know, and I felt bad because I forgot to switch back, and I was like literally going BYU, 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 BYU. It was so funny. I was laughing, but you guys weren't seeing me do it, so unfortunately. But
yeah,
dude, my gosh, W's in the chat, man. W's in the chat.
That puts
That's
Sun at number 33. Wow. What a hilarious. This is one of the best power rankings I've ever been a part of, Steve.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hands down.
Dude.
Give it up for yourselves. The nation, you've spoken. Now, how do you transition into a K-State conversation after something like that, Steve? I guess you just go right into it. For those who are wanting to continue watching and hear a bunch of K-State fans talk about the most insane game against Utah yesterday, you're more than welcome to stick around for that, because
I'm gonna leave it up for 2 more minutes in case anyone else wants to throw anything out there. But yeah, we are going to transition to K-State Utah talk for just a short little bit here, probably like 10 or 15 minutes, and then I know Kenny needs to go to sleep, and I got somewhere else I need to be. Yeah, we were 100% robbed. I watched a whole game. Kenny had to watch it later. It was
I will say this. I understand why BYU fans feel the way they do. I understand BYU fans
100% understand why BYU fans feel the way they do about.
Here's the thing, and I said this. I said this to you, Steve, yesterday. As much as I want to rant and rave about K-State, deserving to win,
he wants to make sure they have all 15 spots.
Okay. As much as I want to sit here and rant and rave about K-State deserving to win, should have won, all that, as much as I want to say like that, what would it have done, Steve, other than simply giving K-State a 7-5 regular season record? Like, I mean, instead of 6-6, we would be 7-5. Like
we would have knocked out a team out of the CFP running,
and that would have been bad for the Big 12.
Well, but if there's only 2 teams that I'd be like, yeah, I'm glad we knocked them out of it. One KU and one be Utah, because of Utah's, what's the best way to put it? I don't know. They've been very ungrateful, uppity, all of that. Like, they feel like they're better than everyone. And I hate it. I hate it a lot, man. And they overlooked K-State, and K-State came in with a plan, and they executed that plan. Unfortunately, it didn't work out in the end. And I 100% agree that, toxic is a great way to say it. Yeah.
After winning a game that you should have won easily, which, by the way, you've won every game by 30, and you couldn't beat like a 5-6 team by more than 4 points in your own stadium. That's says a lot. And actually, I think that says more about K-State than it does Utah, because K-State has played everybody so close. K-State didn't have their best defensive end. They didn't have their best linebacker. They didn't have their best wide receiver. They didn't have their best running back. And yet they still had a running back that went almost 300 yards
by himself,
breaking the school record that was held by Darren Sproles, which was basically it's more than 20 years at this point.
21 years.
21, dude. Think about all the great running backs that we've had.
Daniel Thomas in the NFL, Deuce Vaughn,
James
Johnson,
DJ Giddens.
I mean, shoot.
And Joe Jackson does it.
Not Dylan Edwards. Joe Jackson.
Jackson does it against Utah. Like, maybe you could have said that was going to happen against Oklahoma State or something like that. Maybe against Utah. And it was Joe Jackson of all players that you could have possibly said. It was him that broke Deuce Vaughn's record.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Darren Sproles' record. It's just incredible. And this is what I said in my earlier thoughts. I'm proud of the guys for not laying down. I'm proud of them for making it a game. I expected a blowout. I didn't think that K-State had the guys, the next man up mentality to even compete with Utah. And they did. They did in spades. I mean, they had the game won. It was just, things happened in the game. And you've talked about the officiating. You've talked about, coaching, play calling here and there wasn't as great as it could have been. But all in all, this is what I want to say. We knew going into this game that the season was already a huge disappointment, a massive letdown. You see the title odds. K-State's at number 1 right there. They completely missed the mark. And you can blame a lot of that on the way the schedule went out. We had issues. Just how everything happened this season was just cursed. It was like a cursed year, right? Our best running back, first play of the game, before he even gets a snap on offense, hurts himself and is out for basically the whole season. Our best lineman got some kind of health problem in fall camp, out for the season. It was like one thing after the other. And you hate to hear the excuses, and you would hope that like your coaching staff can coach these guys. I mean, that's what you're known for.
Right.
That's what K-State is known for, making the best with what they've got, because they go and recruit guys that have a workman's mentality. They work hard. They leave it all on the line. They give it everything they got. They're not prima donnas. You've got an amazing, like once in a generation talent at quarterback position, and you're coaching him in a way that doesn't really fit his play style, like at his maximum potential. I get it. You want to keep him safe. You don't want him to get hurt. We understand. But I think you tied one hand behind your back, basically, and tried to, win the season this way. I don't know how to be so mad and so upset about the game. Of course, you want to win every game, but I went in thinking we were going to lose anyway. And the fact that we got a game out of it is really cool. We got record-breaking stuff. It's a disappointment, of course, but this whole season has been a disappointment. This whole season has just been a heart-breaking season. And the only thing that you can say at this point is that I hope to see I want continuity, man. I'm sick and tired of people going for the coaches' heads. No, I don't want Avery to have yet another offensive coordinator. It would be literally one every single year that he's been there. I want continuity. I just want it, because every time you shuffle things around, you're just going to end up getting like, sometimes it could work. Most times it's not going to work. Most times it's not. You have to be able to like build off of something. If you just like throw out everything that you have and start over, it's just a massive gamble. And like, I don't think Matt Wells was a terrible offensive coordinator. I think he was great.
No, I wouldn't say he was great. I think he was okay at times.
He was better than I thought he could have been. That I thought he was going to be.
They said that a lot of the stuff that K-State did well this past weekend was Connor Riley's stuff that they added back in for this game.
Right. And props to the coaching staff for seeing that being a potential here. Like, it's like, oh, Dylan Edwards is gone. Okay, now we can actually like implement an offense that fit DJ Giddens, style. And that's the way that Joe Jackson likes to. And we had the dudes go in and step up, and Lincoln Cure needs more development. It's
the tight end's got to start catching the ball. And I don't know where we're at with Garrett Oakley in terms of injury, because he got injured in the game. But the tight end's got to start catching the ball, man. They just do. And
also, look, if you want to look at this in a like glass half full kind of approach, Steve, a lot of these players are going to be able to come back. A lot of
Almost
them can come
all of
back.
them. Almost all.
We have such a young team, and we just need a couple players. As great as Joe Jackson was, I still want a couple guys from the portal to fill out that running back room. I don't know if Jace Brown's going to come back. You would want, as a fan, you would love it. But at this point, if I'm him, I would go somewhere and really cash out. I mean, you and I had this conversation. He, in a lot of ways, it kind of reminds me of how Will Howard was let go. Thank you so much for everything you did for us. You played your heart out. You left it all out on the field. Go and make a great career for yourself, whether it's in the NFL or, Ohio State or whatever, right? Like, go play with Colin Klein again if he's the OC again for Texas A&M. Like, go play there. Like, get the money. You have literally made a name for yourself, and I respect your decision for whatever you do. As a fan, I'd love for you to stay. I mean, your chemistry with Avery is undeniable, and it would just make sense to stay. But I understand that college football now is a business, and you're a young player that, one play next season could end your whole career. And, and you need to get that money. So by all means, man, make the right decision for yourself. But I would just say we've got a lot of guys that can come back, an offensive line that did a lot of learning this year that is all eligible to come back. We're going to lose some dudes on the defensive line, but we have a lot of dudes coming back on the defensive line, and we could hit the portal in that area. It seemed to work well for Texas Tech. Like, why not us, right? Hit the areas that we should be able to hit. And I think this team could go far next year. I think this was a huge learning experience for the entire football team. Obviously, going to Ireland was a big mistake. Scheduling a conference game that early was a big mistake. It set everything into a downward motion. And I'll let you take it over from here, Steve, because I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I want to have a little, I felt, those who watched Chris Kleiman's interview, if you felt what I felt bad for the guy, because I honestly believe that Chris has literally done everything he possibly, how long did it take Bill Snyder to win a Big 12 championship game? Or, how long did we keep him around for, right? Love Bill Snyder. He literally made K-State an actual threat and an actual program. He built up the program from nothing. And Chris Klieman has huge freaking shoes to fill, and we have given him no respect. We would give Bill Snyder so much more time and so much more leeway.
He's in year 7, though, bro.
And he's already got a Big 12 championship under his belt.
He does. Okay. So my thoughts, Last Dance. What do you mean by that? Let us know what you mean by Last Dance. Next year is our last dance. I mean, it is. It could be. I mean, if Avery comes back, okay, so you were talking about people that could come back. Every person on offense that caught a ball or ran the ball this year, except for Bradley and Swanson, everyone else can come back. Everyone. Now, K-State would lose on the offensive line. Line gang, Podier, of course. I'm trying to Sam Hecht, and then Terrence Enos as well. So that's 3 or 4 guys in O-line, but everyone else can come back. John Pastore can come back. Devin Vass can come back. And then Fitzpatrick can come back. I mean, that's 3 guys you can build your offensive line around just right there. The whole tight end room, except for one tight end, can come back. I mean, like you said, I hope that Jace Brown comes back, but I there's no ill will if he doesn't. I understand 100%. I mean, you don't get hurt in that game and then be like, oh shoot, how could you not rethink your future if you are him? So he's done a great job at K-State, and I wish him well regardless. I do want him to come back. Defensively, K-State would lose Damian Alalio, Uso, Cody Stufflebean, VJ Payne, of course, Des Purnell, of course, Justice Clemens, and Gunnar Maldonado. And that's it. So, I mean, you'd get Toby back. You would get Austin Romaine back. You would get Ryan Davis back. Jordan Allen back. You would get Travis Bates back. Chidi Obiizer, you'd get back. Asa Newsom, Gabe Powers, Rex Van Wy. I mean, Quay Moss, Daniel Cobbs, Zayshawn Rich, Logan Bartley, Wesley Fair, Amari and Fortenberry, Donovan McIntosh. You back a lot of guys on defense and offense. So I do agree with his sentiment. It could be the last dance for K-State. I'm not in a camp saying that game did not matter, because I watched that game and it 100% mattered to those players. It 100% mattered to me. K-State got the short end of the stick the whole game. It wasn't just one call here and there. I mean, they missed. They called a horrible PI, the worst I've ever seen called. They called. Now, there was one where our guy got ejected. Everyone's like, that was a stupid play. I totally get it. But also, like, the amount of times that Utah was spinning out of tackles, I don't fault the guy for making sure the guy is down. Now, did it lead to this helmet? Yeah, but that's football. That's football. I have no problem with that play. Everyone else called it stupid. I have no problem with it whatsoever. Missed PI that K-State could have had a touchdown on. I don't know what they're seeing there. They picked up a PI call on that 2-point conversion that got ran back. I was like, of course, that's a PI. You don't throw the flag and then have someone else talk you into picking it up. What the hell is that? And then the biggest one of all, and there was a bunch of other ones, like of course, that holding that took away like a 60-yard touchdown run. That was terrible. But the one where K-State is subbing, and if Utah gets a sub, K-State gets a sub, and they get the full time to sub, the guy was looking at the Utah bench, not the K-State bench. And two guys were running off. K-State stops him on 4th and 1, which would have ended the game. K-State had that game won if the refs make the right call there. Either let the play go. If you're going to say that it's good now, either let the play go or give K-State the full time to sub. One or the other. K-State got robbed in that game. But like I said, that game mattered to the players. It 100% mattered to Kleiman. I do think he has not been given the grace that he probably should have, considering he's won 8 games, 4 years in a row. K-State's not going to win 8 games this year. K-State's been in every game, including a Texas Tech game. I mean, 6 minutes left. It's a 9-point game. It's just frustrating. I think when he was lashing out, I don't know if he was lashing out at the social media. I don't know if he's lashing out at the media.
Or the media. It has to be.
Or the donors.
I don't think it's the donors. It might be. It's definitely like, I don't think Chris cares about what's happening on social media.
This is about the 3rd or 4th time he's done this, where he's broken down and gotten frustrated during a media session. And it's been, everyone's been looking at it through a microscope. So I'm not surprised to see that at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Last year, wasn't it because he was dealing with personal issues?
Yeah. Right around the Arizona State game and all that. And then a couple of years ago when K-State was in 2020, when things were not going well. I don't know, man. We're all emotional. We all want everyone to like us, but the dude's making $5 or $6 million a year, man. No one is above criticism when things aren't going well. No one is. But at the same time, we're all human beings. I get that, but that comes with the job, man. It just does. Yeah. I understand both sides. I really do. Yeah. One last thing I want to say about that, and I'll let you take the floor. Okay. I don't think that he should be. I understand his point of view, but I don't think he should be calling out fans and media members after the game. He should be calling out the officials after the game and talking about the other team. All of that is just masking how frustrated he is about the game in the season. And he's lashing out, and it's not a good look because a lot of people are mad about that.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say a couple things. I'm never gonna say the game doesn't matter, because of course every game matters. You only get 12 Saturdays, and so but I will say the result of the game just it wouldn't have really pushed anything either way. I mean, a year from now, no one's gonna care. I mean, you could carry that into the next game and the next game, and then after the season's over, it's okay, well, let's look at the report card. You have one really great win against Utah, which you thought, you were down and out. And that was something that you could look back on.
Yeah. I mean, I think I do agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, every game matters. And you look back at the Houston game last year, we're still talking about that. Think how worse K-State's been since that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. like I think and I think the reason why we look at that is because that's where it started the downward trend,
The
right?
wheel started to fall off.
The downward trend has been all over the place this season, and it started with the Iowa State game this year. And losing. I think we look at the Army game loss more than we look at anything else, and I don't even care about Army because it was non-conference. Who cares about that? Like, I mean, you do because you don't want to lose to Army. I get that. That's totally fine. But you could be Alabama, lose to Florida State, and then be ranked number 4 in the nation. So it's like what I mean. It's like nobody cares about the non-con anymore. No one gives a crap. So it's like,
well, if
I'm just following that suit.
If no one gives a crap, then why aren't we scheduling crappy teams?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I thought about this today. We've talked about it before. We are going to try to get Gene Taylor on here to talk K-State football, K-State sports in general, and we will talk about. I would like to have him on. He hasn't accepted or anything. Or we're going to try to get him on, and I would like to ask him about his scheduling philosophy, because I mean, what are you doing scheduling Army? What are you doing scheduling Tulane? Like home and away. Like
everybody wants to.
Like what is K-State women's basketball doing? Scheduling an away game at Green Bay, and like what was the other one that they played? It was like a really stupid game that they barely won. I know SMU was one of them, but like there was one more that I was like scratching my head, like, what is he doing, man? Like, why are you scheduling this game?
I get like you want to look like you could handle any team, but dude, nobody else has that philosophy. Nobody does. Like,
look at Texas Tech.
Exactly. Look at the SEC. Look who they played just this last week. Like, they're playing bull crap teams, man. Because it's all about the record, and that's all that matters. And like who they've won and lost to in their conference. That's all that matters, man. So again, I understand. I feel bad for Chris Klieman. I think the fans are overreacting a little bit. Everybody wants to win. I get it. Chris Klieman has done more than enough these recent years. Like, I guess obviously you have expectations. And I think people are just, again, we're a little spoiled, right? I mean, we're a little spoiled with.
Are we though? We've had one Big 12 title in the last 13 years. It's not like we're getting them every year, Kenny.
Right. Well, I mean, we have more than you just pointed out. Texas Tech has not had a single like conference win in 70 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Texas is gone. Oklahoma is gone. And like the window to win the Big 12 title is wide open.
Yeah.
K-State is not doing it.
And everybody, but the thing is that if this is what it was like 10 years ago without the transfer portal and all that, NIL, I think K-State would have way better time making, Big 12 championship games all the time. But now with the transfer portal, it has thrown everything into chaos. Kids are leaving. There's no guarantee that you have a player that you recruited that is actually going to stay. And so it just puts everything on edge. And basically everybody's got a 1-year contract. Like everybody on the entire program is only available for 1 year, basically. And that's it. And so I hate it. I don't like it, man. I think there needs to be some safeguard. There needs to be some guardrails or whatever. But again, we're preaching the same thing that everybody else is preaching. I would love to talk to Gene Taylor. If that ever happens, that'd be great. I would obviously make it respectful. I would just ask him
100%.
simply like, hey, like, don't you think it would be better to do this or that or whatever?
What's the scheduling philosophy when you got K-State women's basketball playing a non-conference game at Tarleton State? Like, are you just trying to save money there? And like, why is K-State playing? Like, what went into the thought of playing Iowa State in Ireland when that could have been a home game? Like
he's gonna talk about money, dude.
Well, I know, but it's got to be more than that, though. It's got to be more than that, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, I know it's a great look for the team, but it's only a good look if you win that game. It's only a good look if you win that game.
Yeah, of course. So,
all right. Well, I want to say one more thing, and then we can get out of here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Avery Johnson for tying the school record for career touchdown passes. He now has 48, tied with Will Howard for the most in school history with his touchdown pass to Garrett Oakley on 4th and 1 at the end of the third quarter. Shout out to you, sir. And of course, Joe Jackson and the K-State O-line as well for their record setting day. So
Yeah.
that's all I got.
Yeah, shout out to, I mean, just absolutely amazing performance by him, and also Joe Jackson definitely deserves a lot of love, and the O-line gets a lot of credit for their hard work this last week, and you hoped it was a dub, but it wasn't, and yeah, that's just, it is what it is, man. Like, it wasn't a great year for the Cats, and you just want to end on a high note. When you come back, you play your last game. Well,
Colorado.
if you win, you play your last conference game against Colorado, a team that you should be able to beat pretty easily, and then go to a bowl game and strong. Play your young guys again, get them another good look, and then yeah, like, just get ready for next year. Like, I'm excited for this team, man. There's just so much there, and I really do believe that there's a lot of unfinished business for this team.
I agree.
Because, again, you basically lost 5 games by 17 points total.
Yeah, and
there's a lot left on the plate there. A lot left on the plate. So, and I would hate for that. I would hate for that team. I would hate for Avery's, basically his identity for K-State. I would hate for him to end on that note. I want him to come back ending on a better note than that. So, yeah.
If the coaching staff was left intact, our chances of going back to back would be very high, but that's not what happened. Yeah. I mean, if you look at 2023, K-State was picked to finish first in the Big 12.
Top two 2023, top 2 2024, and number 1 this year.
Yeah. And that's not happened. And I agree. And you just talked about how, like, K-State's been in all these games and they didn't win it. So, like, K-State's 5-6, but, like, 2 of those wins. So, okay, K-State has 6 losses. I'm very upset every time K-State loses. And sometimes I get more upset. Most of the time, actually, I get more upset about losses than being happy about wins. That's just who I am. Something I got to work on. But 2 of those wins, Kenny, kind of felt like losses. Let's be honest. The North Dakota FCS game felt like a loss.
Yeah.
The Oklahoma State game kind of felt like a loss. So only 3 times out of 11 games have I felt satisfied when K-State played.
Yeah.
3 out of 11. That's not good, dude. That's not good. That's not good enough.
I totally hear you, man.
And I know that's just me. Like, maybe not everyone feels that way. Obviously, Kleiman doesn't feel that way. But I think a lot of K-State fans feel that way.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you loud and clear.
Thank you very much, Jeff. We appreciate you, sir.
Yeah. Honestly, Jeff, we had a lot of fun tonight, and definitely appreciate everybody who was involved with the super chats, the voting, just making this episode a lot of fun to make. It was a blast, and we've got one, basically, Steve, I mean, this is it, man. Like, we got one more week of Big 12 conference play, and then we got to wait a whole year.
Yeah,
a whole year for this to come back around, but we'll be sticking around for basketball because
we'll do a weekly power ranking show on Sunday.
Yep, we're going to keep doing these power rankings. We probably won't have an episode during the week talking about games because there's just way too many games and schedules are just wild.
Yep.
During that time, and you're really busy, I'm really busy. It's just a bad time to make the podcast go crazy, but we will just throw up, a weekend power ranking show, kind of like what we did here, and just do that for basketball. And yeah, so anyway, I don't think there's anything more to say, Steve. I think we've basically covered everything. I'm excited for next week. Oh yeah. Well, technically we will have, we'll do a live show of the Big 12 championship game, of course.
Well, we're going to do a show this week, breaking down K-State, Colorado, and doing our weekend picks, of course, like we always do.
Yep.
And then we'll do our power rankings next Sunday. And then we'll probably do 2 shows that next week. One, doing our bowl game projections, and then 2, doing our Big 12 championship preview. And we're probably going to go live as well. So we'll do 4 times that week. We'll do a live show as we watch a Big 12 championship game. Yeah, we're gonna do a watch party for the Big 12 title game.
Yep.
Saturday, I'm gonna be at the game. Are you gonna be at the K-State game?
I don't know. I've got family in town.
I'll see if I can get an extra ticket. If I do, I'll let you know.
I'll see what's going on. There's a lot of things happening this week, with Thanksgiving and stuff. And I think some family members are going to a hockey game in Topeka. I don't know.
Scarecrows, baby.
Yeah, the Scarecrows. But anyway, Had a lot of fun today, man. It's good to be back on the podcast
we
after
missed you,
taking
man.
a week off.
Check out
If-
Ken Savvy on Spotify and YouTube.
Yes, please. Yeah, go check it out. Got new music just dropped last Friday. So, but any other than that, there's only a couple things left to say, Steve. Just 2 things, really.
Let me hear him.
Go Big 12 and go Cats.
Go Cats, baby. Thanks everyone for watching.